Minasan konnichiwa, it's me Shogo.
And Harumi.
I'm pretty sure the audio quality is not as good as always. Well, we've been recently using a really small microphone to record our voices, the ones that we use when we take videos. So the video quality itself has, the audio quality hasn't been that good compared to when we were using the bigger microphone, but still right now the problem is we're actually using our MacBook Pros microphone literally. And the reason is because we actually don't have our microphone with us right now.
Yeah,
we are
sorry
back.
about that.
Yeah, we are back home in Fukuoka. Yeah, if you guys remember, Harumi's home city is Fukuoka Prefecture down south. So I was actually brought up in Hiroshima, and Harumi was brought up in Fukuoka. Yeah, so we were both from the western side of Japan, actually. We can also say southern, but also the western side. And then Kyoto is like right in the middle of Japan's the shape, I guess, of the island, And that's where we live now. But most of our lives basically have been on the west side. And finally, when I started working with Asayama Ichiden-ryu, then finally I started moving a little more to the east side, Yeah, but most of our lives we've been more on the west side. But yeah, we've been really, really enjoying being in Fukuoka. Before we start talking about that, though, we got to talk a little about this video too. You guys might notice I'm here at Unsubbing Kyoto on the day we filmed this. It's actually a video of us introducing some of the katanas that we have on sale at Unsubbing Kyoto.
Yeah.
You guys, of course, especially those of you who are listening to our podcast, of course, would know. But I have this new website called Shogo's Katana Shop. And it's a website where it used to be a place where you get to purchase katana online. But we kind of shifted our way of running the website. And the reason is because having to take really good quality pictures and writing all the information about each katana every single time was just a little bit too much work. Yeah, and sometimes, of course, even though we take so much time into posting one katana on that website, the next day someone might go to the shop and buy it, right? Yeah, so it was really, really hard to manage the website. So we decided to just change it into a website where you can basically send me a form asking if you want to hold like these katana consultations, basically. So it's a place where you can reserve like a Zoom meeting, or you can come to the dojo directly. And under my guidance, I'll be there as an interpreter. I'll be, of course, giving you more information about each katana, teaching about the history, how to appreciate a katana, all that kind of stuff. And you get to choose your real katana, We have, of course, all of these katanas are in Japan, so they're obviously authentic. They all have the registration cards, So that means they use the traditional steel, traditional methods to make all that kind of stuff, So yeah, it's a great opportunity if you're looking for a katana. Sure, a lot of shops, of course you could visit all the other shops in Japan, but most cases they don't usually have people who speak English. Yeah, that's the first thing. And the second thing is that I think that's the biggest thing. And another thing is that many people are not used to shipping katanas overseas either. You need a little bit of experience. It's a bit complicated, Yeah, so that said, of course, and you just simply get to, of course, should I say, be able to see me. I guess that's one of the benefits. But yeah, so I want to try to help as many people out as possible to find their lifelong treasures. Maybe that could be carried down to the next generation, to their children, to their children. Yeah. And it's not just, basically these katanas are historical ones. So they have been around a few hundred years. They're the old ones. But of course we, on Shogo's Katana Shop, we accept new custom-made real katanas as well. You guys have heard me talk about Gensho-san hundreds of times. If you guys remember, in the northern part of Kyoto, the most northern part actually. There's a city called Kyotango, and in Kyotango there's a katana workshop called Nippon Gensho-sha, and they are three swordsmith workshop where three swordsmiths work together. And so if you want a completely new katana made specifically for you, whatever you want it to have, like a hamon or, the length and whatever. Yeah, koshirae, which is the mounting. Yeah, you can have it custom specifically for what you want to have. And yeah, what's great is that we actually already had one order.
Yeah.
We started Shogo's Katana Shop in June, I think, and it's only been 2 full months now, I think. But we've already received a order for a new katana, which is amazing, I think.
Amazing.
Of course, we can't give you everything about all the information. I mean, there's a lot of private information included, but yeah. So basically, the gentleman wanted something that could be carried down in his family for generations.
Yeah.
And we actually had a Zoom meeting, and I talked a little bit about this before too, right? After the meeting. I think it was 2 weeks ago or something, but yeah. And recently too, I think there will be one more, another gentleman I'll be meeting in October. That's probably going to be coming to the dojo.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around the beginning of October, I think. Yeah. And yesterday night, too, there was actually someone who asked me if it's possible to make a naginata. Yeah, and I asked the swordsmith, and he said that he has never actually, sold naginata before. Of course, he has made it before. Yeah, it's a kind of katana too, in a way. So yeah, he said he'll be happy to take on the challenge to try out a naginata as well. So I'm still, communicating with the guests who ordered the naginata for us. But yeah, it's just really, really exciting. I'm so happy that we just started this website very recently. But 3 or 4 orders now.
Yeah, amazing.
Asking for more help and support to find a katana and such. And yeah, especially when it comes to, I guess, because custom katanas, I think it's much more difficult to communicate. You really want the people who are going to be making the katanas for you to really understand the details of your image, the katana that you really want, ideal, there we go, that your ideal katana.
Ideal.
You want to explain everything, as in detail as much as possible, right? But, language barriers are really big when it comes to that. So, I'm really happy that I was able to help those gentlemen out. Yes, that's great. So, basically, I made a promise with Yushin and Kyoto and Yushin Sensei at this dojo that basically approximately about every month I will go to the dojo and film these videos. Introducing some of the katanas that we have on sale, so you can kind of get an image of what kind of katanas we have here at the dojo. Every time we'll be introducing 3 different katanas, and this day when we went, Hanumi was actually there too, so Hanumi is the cameraman right now. Yeah. But on the day we went, we actually filmed 6 katanas, I think. Yeah, and I changed kimonos as if you came on a different day. Yeah, and the reason is because I'm super busy this end of August and September. Yeah, as you guys, of course, have heard hundreds of times, many times, but I'm going to be taking part in a lot of seminars and also the annual training camp in Asayama Ichiden-ryu. So I'll be very, very busy this August and September. So I won't be able to go to Yushin and Kyoto in September. It'll probably have to be October next. So I had to film 2 months of videos, basically. Yep. That's right. But I really hope you can enjoy watching these videos. I explain a lot about the the historical points too, and how to examine, appreciate katanas, and I'll explain a little bit about what I like about each katana specifically. Yeah, so you can really contact me saying that, hi Shogo, I watched this video and I really like that second katana you introduced on this video. I really like the first one, the third one, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, if you let me know. I mean, a lot of these katanas, to be honest, will be sold out pretty quickly. Yeah, but if you let us know like what kind of katana you're looking for, and if you just let us know like this one was actually my favorite, we can try to go and look for something similar. That's absolutely possible. So yeah, I really hope these videos will be useful when someone is looking for a katana. If you're looking for a katana, if you have a chance to come to Kyoto, or if you don't, you just we're gonna have meetings over Zoom. We'll be able to connect a camera to the dojo, so you'll be able to see live each katana, over Zoom. And if you want more pictures with better, video quality, video quality. Yeah, you can we can send you different separate videos or pictures of the ones that you specifically like, and and we can negotiate from there too. So yeah, that's the whole Shogo's Katana Shop project. Yeah. As you guys know, I talked about this a few months ago too, but in Japan, it's now illegal to hold the activities for tourists using handling real katana. Yeah, and again, that has really had a huge impact on our businesses. You know, Harumi and I. So right now we're really, should I say, planting a lot of seeds for new businesses, new projects. Yeah, Harumi's kimono related businesses are all kind of similar to that too. You know, which are all starting to sprout already. To be honest, yeah, Harumi has how many online students do you have now? Did you say 2 or 3? We were talking a little bit about last week too, but in total you have two students and offline, the students you actually meet up, or how many students have you had so far? I think we haven't talked about that before.
So far, then I want to include Japanese students.
Yeah, of course.
Then want
Why would you exclude Japanese students?
4, 5, 6 people.
I think that's amazing. Yeah, as you know, you just recently said that I'm now a kimono instructor, and now having adding up the online students, there's 8 now. Yeah, I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
it's an amazing number of
thank
students.
You so much.
I mean, not everyone can do that. You know,
really?
just by saying that, hi, I'm a new instructor. You know, Harumi has a lot of talent. I think Harumi has a natural talent to really attract people. You know,
really?
I
think that's because you're my husband. So.
No, it doesn't matter. No,
really?
Of course it doesn't matter. No, that could be taken as a negative thing, you know, in a way. Sometimes if you can't take advantage of that, sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that could go in both ways. I feel, you know, because you have an image, you know, of a certain someone, you know, that label, that color, you know, is going to affect what you are going to be doing too. You know, sometimes we may think there's a lot of people, like, let's say a wife or a husband of an athlete or a musician or whatever, artist, you know, musician or, you know, whatever. But because you're a husband or artist or whatever's partner, you know, people are going to expect things against you. They might have higher expectations. You know,
I see.
And things like that. That's going to be huge. That could be a really big pressure, you know, on certain people, you know, and could have negative effects. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter at all, to be honest, what these people say, but yeah, it could have these negative effects, you know?
Yeah.
So I personally feel that it's completely your efforts and your ability that was able to overcome everything.
Really?
So there's nothing thanks to me. Absolutely not. Yeah, all the trust that you've been receiving from Snell Sensei and Snell Sensei, you know, promoting the things that you do, and she has been showing up in a lot of our videos and helping us out and all that kind of stuff too, is all thanks to your efforts and the trust that you have gained from her. So yeah, and it's only been a couple of months since you officially started working, you know, I think. So yeah, it's been great.
Thanks to everyone.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of these Shogo's Katana Shop too, Harumi's kimono businesses, all starting to sprout maybe a few leaves so far already. So we're very, very excited.
Little by little.
Little by little, absolutely. And my kimono brand too. Yeah, you know, I actually have created my original kakuobi already. Yeah, it's the men's obi. And I'm actually going to be taking my kakuobi to the training camp. They got special permission from Seki Sensei, and a few people have already raised their hands to purchase my kakuobi already. Thank you so much, guys. You guys might be listening to this.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. We're super excited. There's been so many people asking me, especially about jinbaori and tatsuke bakama. You know, asking us I really want to buy, you know, the jinbaori tatsuke bakama. And what's great is that one of the kimono manufacturers, the kimono brand that I have purchased so many kimono before in the past, actually can make these tatsuke bakama and jinbaori, you know. So yeah, we're definitely going to be handling those too. And one really exciting thing that happened this morning actually is my sister-in-law, Harumi's younger sister, is very skilled, talented, and loves handcrafting. So she makes a lot of accessories. It's actually her profession. She's she makes money with that, you know. So she has 2 jobs, and one of those is actually handcrafting accessories and all that kind of stuff. And she actually made this really, really nice bag for me that I can use when I wear kimonos.
Yeah.
If you fall in love with kimonos, especially for men, well, both for men and women, but for men, it's really difficult to choose the right bag to use when you wear kimonos.
Yeah.
You can't have a backpack on your back. So if you're wearing a hakama or you have an obi knot behind you, you're going to destroy it as you carry it.
Yeah.
If you have like a bag that you put over your shoulder, it pulls one side of your kimono and it makes your kimono messy. You don't want that either. So traditionally, what Japanese people would use are these furoshiki, which are basically these huge blanket size, square size blankets almost. Yeah, and you wrap your belongings in there. And of course,
Like a huge handkerchief kind of thing.
A huge handkerchief, basically. Yeah, and you guys might have heard about furoshiki before if you like Japanese culture. And that's, of course, very traditional. It's very nice, but is it convenient? To be honest, it's not. Yeah, it's a bit troublesome having to tie everything. And when you open it up, you have to untie everything, Basically, yeah, just imagine you have a huge blanket and you put everything in it and you have to, tie it and then carry it with you kind of thing. You might have seen
if you have it in your bag, like another bag, and if you have something like extra, not luggage, not extra thing that you want to go and bring it back to your home, that kind of thing, like something suddenly happened and you need to bring this extra thing back to home. In that case, you bring out your furoshiki and then wrap it and go back home. It's really convenient. But you know what I mean? It's like a sell bag kind of thing. But if it's like a always main bag, then it's a little bit stressful.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's really easy to untied and
get untied.
And last time I went to kimono, I always wrap kimono inside to bring to my kimono lesson. But sometimes while I'm walking, then all ties suddenly off. And everything just
yeah. Everything falls apart. Yeah.
Falls apart and little like clip or obidome. Or like go really, really far away. So really dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. That's
kimono
right.
bag.
I mean, that's because you're a kimono instructor, and that's the reason why you have to carry a lot of things, right? And that makes total sense. But for men, most men would have to carry that many stuff with them, to be honest. True. I mean, if you're a woman, you might have your makeup with you. You might have some, necessary things that you have to carry, and stuff like that. But for men, you got your smartphone, you grab a couple of cash, I don't know, some cards, and your wallet with you. What else do you mostly need? I don't carry much more than that, to be honest.
Osensu, paper fan.
That would be in my obi if I had one in the first place. So that's like it, right? So having to carry a furoshiki and just having like 2 or 3 items in there is just way too much. Yeah. That's way too much. You don't need that. But at the same time, do you want to keep everything in your kimono? You could. But it does make your kimono like a little bit it makes it a bit bumpy. If you have it in one sleeve and if it's really heavy, it's going to pull your sleeves down. And it's going to make one side of a kimono, a bit pulled to the side. And it's not very convenient, to be honest. Yeah. So what these bags are like, I could maybe insert a picture of it maybe in this video or somewhere in different occasion. Maybe make a post right after this or stuff like that. But yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful bag that was made by my sister-in-law. And we were saying that, if she gains more experience in making these, it might be really nice if she could actually make more so we can sell them for Useng Huma. Yeah, that's what we were saying, because these bags are really necessary for guys if they like men's kimono. And it's a perfect size. You can fit like a water bottle in there, I think, a wallet, smartphone, and there still might be a little bit of space left almost. Yeah. And if you can see it, you'd be able to see, but the outside is kind of like, she said it's what, deer hide, was it?
Yeah.
But it looks kind of like crocodile hide, and it looks really, really cool. It's black, and then the inside she used like this cloth that has pictures of Chojugiga on it. Chojugiga is, if you guys might know about these ancient cartoon drawings of animals. Yeah, if you guys remember like a really old characters that we had drawings of, like the frog with katanas was me, and Harumi was a rabbit, playing the koto, and Nihonbuyo. And then Kazu and Tomoko had their characters too. If you guys like what, 4 years ago, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I think, we had those characters. Yeah, that was kind of like an experimental thing, we ended up not using those pictures that much anymore. But we might be doing something really similar for our new kimono designs and stuff. But yeah, so that was really exciting. That's something we might be doing in the future. So Now, speaking of these katanas, kimonos, and all that kind of stuff, I had one person in the comments in one of the short videos that I posted saying that I'm very disappointed that Shogo has recently only been talking about this one Ryuha style and kimonos all the time, and I really missed the time when he was actually making content that was interesting. And I'm sorry, I'm unsubbing, I'm unsubscribing, And I saw this guy's comment, and I didn't delete it or anything because I do understand what he means. I mean, what I used to do and what I do now is a bit different, right?
I see.
And I totally understand that. So, should I say, I understand how he was probably expecting to see more, broader, I guess, topics like I used to. I talked about everything, like, from sumo to sushi to maikos to, whatever, right? Social problems in Japan and all that kind of stuff. And now, as you guys have heard before in this podcast, I talk a little bit about, changing the title of Let's Ask Shogo in the first place. It used to be Let's Ask Shogo, Your Japanese Friend in Kyoto, but I changed it to Let's Ask Shogo, Katana, Budo, and Kimono, right? On purpose. And there was a time when I made this determination that I really want to focus on the things that I truly love. And if I want to make change in this world, I need to really focus on the things that I love and I can dedicate my life to.
Yeah.
And that was a timing when I made this huge decision saying that it's really hard to really be able to do this, and I have to convince myself every time. But I don't need like a million views like I used to in the past. What I need is to have the people who really enjoy the things that I enjoy, for them to really to feel that the videos are knowledgeable, entertaining. Yeah. Because I could go and read a couple of books and again talk about whatever topics, I could do that, but I already kind of finished with everything. That's number one. I finished making videos of most of the topics that I could make from just, reading a couple of books and all that kind of stuff, And that's good. Was fun too. It gave me a lot of knowledge about a lot of things related to Japan. But at the same time, though, that's it, though. That doesn't go any farther than that. Okay, so you're a dude that makes content about stuff in Japan. You're a YouTuber, and that's the end. I want to... the goal of my life, ultimately, is to make someone happier. I want to try to make as many people as happy due to the things that I do, due to my actions, I want more people. At the end of my life, I want as many people to say that, Shogo, it was all thanks to you. I was able to do this. I was able to change my life. Everything got so much better. And it was all thanks to you. That's my life goal, And when it comes to content creating, I loved what I used to do because I have a lot, of course, will to learn. I love learning new things. Knowledge is a lot of fun. Studying is great. So when I was at that point, when YouTube was my only option, and I didn't know about anything, so wanting to learn more and more and more was a lot of fun, absolutely. But when I got past through that, I got to a point where if I really want to make change in this world, I need to really focus on being someone, Yeah, exactly. So I must right now at this point of my businesses and everything, my training and everything, I need to become a person who everyone would think, okay, when I think of katanas, it's Shogo kind of thing. When I think of kobudo, it's Shogo. When I think of men's kimono, I have to ask Shogo. So the concept of asking Shogo is the same, but I want to really be a professional in these fields. Yes, otherwise I'm not going to be making anyone's lives better. There's tons of videos on the internet that's made by AI saying that, there was this news, that's going viral, and there's a lot of people saying their opinions about this and they get millions of views. That's easy, picking up recent news, trending news, and all these kind of stuff. And I could do the same thing like I used to. Yeah. But whose life is going to get better? That's just something you zap through. You flick with your finger and that's it. there was a time when I was serious about that. And it was great that I have that experience. And I really appreciate everyone who was supporting me when I was going through that period too, you know, that stage. But right now, I already made the choice, I guess, to say that even if I get 1/10 or 1/100th amount of views, subscribers, I want to really focus on things that I love, so that the people who may fall in love with the things that I fall in love with, and I can make their life, you know, more richer, hopefully, you know, being able to train in Kobudo, being able to wear kimonos and being able to express a different version of yourself, you know, being able to find the katana of that could be a treasure of your lifetime, maybe even for your kids, for generations on and on and on. These are the things that I love, and these are the things that I can explain, teach, support people for. And that's very different from making a video explaining about why sumo wrestlers are not actually fat, or you know, why you can eat raw eggs in Japan. You know, that's interesting as well. Of course, that's very, very fun learning about. But that is, again, it's just something you scroll through. Yeah, if I'm doing that, I'm a nobody, to be honest. Yeah, I'm nothing, just one of those content creators that makes stuff that you just zap through, you know? So for a lot of people who are watching my videos, I think it was a huge change. And the person who left that comment was probably just one of the hundreds of people who've probably felt the same way and have already left my channel, to be honest. Yeah. But that's the reason why I wanted to explain one more time that this change is really important for me to make my life richer and for me to not, what should I say, lie to myself in terms of what I want to do in my life. And yeah, and I personally feel that I might not be a, you know, YouTuber getting millions of views on YouTube anymore. But the let's say the 50 few people who are coming to the Asayama Ichiden-ryu training camp this year, who came last year too, their smiles and their lives changing because they were able to learn, you know, under Seki Sensei, being able to come together, all these people from different countries, different ages and gender and everything, you know, everyone training under Asayama Ichiden-ryu, connecting through Budo, through the katana, and almost becoming brothers and sisters, you know. That's so much more, from my point of view, beautiful, you know. Yeah, those are times when I feel that I'm really happy that I exist, you know, that I'm able to help as many people as I can, you know? Yeah. And yeah, so I always feel that what makes yourself happier is, of course, something that makes someone else happier. So I'm always really serious about what are the things that I want to do. Yeah. Because if you try to expect someone else how to react, then that's that's egocentric, I feel. So yeah. That's the reason why I've made these changes in my life, and I wanted to explain. I'm sure, to be honest, most of you who are listening to us already understand that, to be honest, yeah. But that's the reason why. I mean, I might be broadening the things that I'm going to be focusing on in the future. I mean, I'm very serious about no theater training too, for example. You know, so no theater is another beautiful form of art that I want to preserve and have more people enjoy and learn about, which I'm very struggling still because I'm not like at a professional level or anything. I can't teach anything on my own and all that kind of stuff, but it is something that's in should I say, that's something I'm seriously doing at the moment. So hopefully I'll be able to connect that with something in the future too. Hanumi and I both love tea ceremony, which is also very, very difficult to get to a professional level. So maybe like in a decade or so, we might be able to do something maybe, but yeah. But at the moment though, things that we have, should I say, what we can immediately work on are definitely the Budo, Katana, and Kimono, which we of course very much love. So yeah. Exactly. So, of course, I understand that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be disappointing and leaving, you know, but that's just what I chose to do. So, What do you feel about listening to about that comment?
Yeah, I really can understand that.
Person's opinion.
Yeah, opinion, but yeah, that was a really hard decision for us. And because we really know that the content like before, the past was easy to watch, and you can know really quick about Japan, and that was useful. I really understand that was really useful and really fun. But what we want to do is to connect people like with everyone, what everyone loves, like something about kimono or katana. Right. Like we can connect with each other to like appreciate those beauty or depth. But we need to introduce more deeper to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like touching the surface of the all Japanese culture makes not making any sense. So I really understand why Shogo did this choice, made this choice, and I really support him, and I'm feeling feeling same way because I really love kimono and Japanese traditional dancing. But if I'm saying like every cultural thing and not related anything with kimono, then that's meaningless for me to because my dream is to tell everyone how kimono is beautiful. So, and I really want to connect everyone with who loves kimono like chat how my kimono is beautiful or how I got this coordination and how I love this kimono, how this kimono has some story that someone gave me or something like that. How right. This is passed from someone or something. So to do that, we need to cut something to invest to the place we want to. To make the future we want to have. So
Let me just, I actually have to get going very soon because I have an online lesson, but let me just set a really important thing for me right now about building communities and building, bringing people together. I think you guys probably we all hear on the news about, people hating other people, certain countries kicking people out from from their areas, all these things happening like the past couple of years and recently too. It's been getting worse in Japan, outside of Japan, certain people, judging other people, for example, and stuff like that. And all of these things are happening because of disconnection, I feel. And the internet was supposed to bring us closer together. And I feel that there are, of course, a lot of things that we did come closer together. But due to algorithms and such, I think when a certain person sees the internet, the information is very, what should I say, customized for that person. So the information that they don't want to see, they won't see it. And the ones that they do want to see, they see it. So they get more and more self-centered, I feel.
All divided.
Exactly. You get more and more divided, and you start to judge other people because you don't actually have relationships with them anymore.
I know.
And there's so many things that can be possible without having connections with other people anymore. And that creates more and more hatred and judgment. And I think that's really sad. So I feel that because we are living in today in 2025 and in the future, we need more actual human connections. And when we want to make connections, we have to have a big goal or a theme or something that people can love together in order to do that. And when it comes to Japanese traditional culture is one of the very deep cultures, arts, in this world, along with a lot of other sports, music. It could be anything, the same hobby, or it could be loving the same musicians or whatever. I mean, just you loving One Piece or Naruto, we can shake hands and drink over that, right? Have a couple of beers over talking about who your favorite character is, But when it comes to Asayama Ichiden-ryu, for example, training together, not even having to understand a word to each other, all the rules are completely set. So if you understand at least circle and triangle, who's going to be the winning side, losing side, you can train katas together, and that brings you so much closer together. When it comes to kimono too, it's the same. I love kimono, you love too, we're friends now. And this is what we want to do. So just like Harumi said, by making random content that can be substituted with AI nowadays isn't going to bring anyone together.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it goes against what we believe and what we want to do today. So. All right. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, we actually are in our house in Fukuoka, so we actually have 2 dogs, so it's them barking. But yeah, so guys, thank you so much. Please let us know what you think. You've been watching our content, of course, both in and out of our podcast and everything. So please let us know what you've been feeling, about the shift, the change, and our goals and dreams. And the reason why we made these shifts. It'd be great if you can let us know what you feel.
I hope everyone have heard you. Your last part.
Yeah.
I hope everyone not end to listening because my English too poor.
No worries. If that's happening, they probably wouldn't be listening to our podcast in the first place.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. I think it's getting so much more fluent though.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week too. Bye-bye.
Bye.